Belinda and HarperAudio Australia present this unabridged recording of Would You Rather, written by Maggie Alderson and read by Emma Woods. For Anna Valdenga. 2004. Sophie was woken by the bed shaking as two small, very excited boys jumped onto it with their large Christmas stockings. "Mummy! Mummy! Mummy!" said Bo, putting his face right up against hers and moving his head from side to side. "Look! I'm a reindeer, an actual one!" Sophie had just taken in that her older son, he had recently turned 6, was wearing the flashing reindeer antlers his father had put in both the boys' stockings, before he jumped off the bed again and started trotting around the room as though pulling a sleigh singing the Batman Smells version of Jingle Bells. At the same time, Jack, 4, came up the bed and put his arms around her, pressing his warm little cheek against hers. "Happy Christmas, my mummy," he said. "Merry Christmas, Crackerjack," said Sophie, hugging him back and kissing the top of his dear little head. It was only then she realised that her husband, Matt, wasn't in the bed beside her. She glanced at the clock and saw it was 5:50 a.m., which was a bit early for a bike ride, even for him. Perhaps he'd heard the boys stirring and had gone down to make her some coffee. "Where's Daddy?" said Bo, leaping back onto the bed. "I want to show him my presents. He's going to be really jealous because I've got a Tintin t-shirt and I've got a Snowy too." He delved into his stocking and brought out a little plastic model of a white terrier, which he bounced around the bed, barking loudly. Sophie was starting to hope the coffee wouldn't be much longer. "Have either of you got any books in your stockings?" she asked, knowing exactly what was in them. "Me!" cried both boys, and she tucked them in under the covers with her, one on each side, to eat chocolate Santas. She'd worry later about the catastrophic effect of that much sugar before breakfast, while she read them their new stories. After she'd done both books, and Matt still hadn't appeared with life-giving caffeine, she decided to go down and make her own. When she got to the bottom of the stairs, the boys rushing down with her, dragging their stockings, she saw Matt's beloved bicycle was in its place up on the hallway wall, so he definitely hadn't gone out for a ride on the empty Christmas morning London roads. Where could he be? The boys made it into the kitchen before she did, and their shrieks made her rush to follow them. Then she stopped dead in the doorway, trying to take in what she was looking at. Every bit of bare wall had been painted with scenes of a snowy landscape, a frosted pine forest with reindeer, elves and a snowman, with the back of Santa's sledge on the far wall, as though he was just flying out. The white paint had some kind of glitter in it and sparkled as you moved through the room. There were also drifts of fake snow on the floor, which the boys were now throwing into the air with great excitement. "Whoa!" said Sophie, seeing it raining down on bowls of dates and fruit. "Don't mess the snow or you'll spoil it and Santa will be upset." So this was why Matt wasn't in bed. He'd been doing this, probably, all night. She walked through to the study off the side of the kitchen, and, sure enough, there he was, passed out on the sofa with a blanket over him. She smiled down at her husband's sleeping form. So handsome, even out Sparko, his thick black hair falling over his face, a shadow of stubble on his cheeks. There was a smudge of white glittery paint there too, which was somehow very sexy. He still had that effect on her. She should have known it would be something like this, one of his spontaneous projects. It wasn't the first time she'd found the kitchen completely repainted without any consultation with her, and...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?